In the meantime, though, before Hobron shows up, Venian will tell you about who this mysterious elf hair owner is, but we'll get to that when we get back. All right, 5-minute break. See you guys in a bit.
All right, I will be back in a bit as well then.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hi.
Good interrogation music, at least.
Do I have anything to snack on? Actually, I'm gonna get some to eat.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, a point of clarification I would like to ask, Crash.
Mm-hmm.
In this most recent recollection, did I recognize Fia in the vision?
Hello.
Well, you definitely recognize Fancy. I'll say yes. I'll say yes. We'll add to the. We'll speed up the drama a bit. I'll say yes.
Okay, noted. Cool.
Also, welcome
Is this
back.
for the bit you remembered?
Correct.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. I'm going to have to post something. I don't know who this gentleman is, but I need to reference his hairstyle. Boom. I need to reference that hairstyle. So just have that there. Not enough facial hair though. That's a shame.
It's a nice hairstyle.
That's a nice hairstyle.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh, well, thank you. Close that down. Oh,
Hmm.
no, my Wi-Fi just dropped there for a second. Am I sounding okay?
Sound fine to me.
Hmm?
Yeah, you
fine
sound
to me.
fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright.
Alright. And I'm happy I found this interrogation music. It works really well. Thanks, Gotham. Never watched it. Never will. Heard it was.
Oh yeah, the TV show. Yeah. I think I watched like 5 minutes of it with my dad, and he was just like, "What's this shite?" Which is very funny.
I think he and the rest of the fan base agrees on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, my forecasting was way off for you guys today. Oof.
Your dad sounds like a very Scotsman.
Yeah, I guess he can be. What? Oh, the image. Okay.
Hello there. Don't worry about the haircut thing or the guy there, Garth. I'm just referencing his haircut. Yeah, he needs more facial hair. He can make it work. He can make it work. Anyway, so he's back. We're all back. Let's get back into it then, shall we? Mezami. So, you guys have a moment alone. You regroup back in the downstairs of your guys' tempo outposto. And Venian is ready to present you guys with the information about who the elven mystery hair belongs to. Take a seat. Let's try to, well, you all more so than I. Catch our breaths, huh? Draw the coffee, the donuts, the sandwiches. Food is always good. Sweet things help with shock as well.
Yes, that was quite the revelation.
Oh, and he's like rubbing the sides of her temples. That didn't go the way I was expecting. Can someone else head the next one? I don't think I can do it again.
Young man, you've been awfully quiet. Why don't you spearhead this one? It will be good experience.
Volunteering others 101.
Mhm.
You do well in the military.
You are muted, Garth, by the way.
This is also true. He might also be eating,
Could be.
but I cannot confirm or deny until he responds.
Oh, well, he's typing.
Anyone eat the sandwich? Just out of reference. Wait, you're still... Wait, what are you making? I thought you said you're getting a snack, not making a fucking... What are you making? Alright, well, we're back on break then.
Well, that was a fun little session.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We're back on break. Alright.
Yeah, well, that's fine, because I've been needing to sneeze for a while, so it means at least if I do, it's not going to be, like, mid-sentence.
Or a bunch of pepper.
Oh, no, that'd be horrible.
Do a line of Coke.
There we go, that's the solution.
You won't want to sneeze anymore. Because if you sneeze, you'll kick up all the Coke dust, and then...
Oh, yeah. And then your dealer will probably... Yep.
I mean, the dealer won't give a shit. Once you pay him, you just do whatever you want with.
Oh, true.
Not that I have any experience in that.
I think I have a friend that claimed to do that once, but I don't know if I believe it or not.
How's her mental state? That's why the first indicator.
Yeah.
Is she bleeding out of the nose like Cork and Fancy? Is she done that? Is she bleeding out of the nose randomly?
Possibly.
Nah, just
I mean,
do what rock stars do and just put it in your nose, but don't breathe through your nose, and it just stays there. So that way, whenever you need a sudden hit, you just take a really big sniff. It's already in there. It's like sequestered in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Welcome back.
Oh, I heard a scream of agony.
Hello.
What do you make?
Oh, I was heating up meatloaf and scalloped potatoes I made the other day.
Ooh, actually, sounds pretty good.
Oh.
It's pretty good. The microwave's cheap as hell though, so it takes forever to heat up like the center bit. So I have to like kind of stir it around occasionally.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, let's get back to it. So yeah, congratulations, you've been volunteered to lead the next interrogation bit. So now you can dig into Thea without using rocks, but instead using mental or wordplay or emotional rocks. I don't know what an emotional rock is. Probably a rock that has a teardrop on it or something.
Can I be unvolunteered because that would go horribly, and also I want to eat food?
Fine.
I mean, wouldn't it be funny if Catherine had it up?
I can do it.
Well, I don't want this to just be me talking to myself all this time.
Mm.
Did an experiment with it, but if you're gonna be eating, then that's sort of disruptive to the process itself. So
I'll just wait. It's fine.
I'll do it. So let's get back to it then. Get the pace moving. Very behind my forecasting, which is probably thrown out the window at this point. The warded windows. So getting back to it, Vanian is ready to present you guys the information about who this elf is, this mysterious elf hair owner person. Let's see here. He has like his own it's not really it's like a clipboard with information at this point. It's not like he didn't have enough time nor surveillance efforts to get a full portfolio going, but he has some information that he's recorded down, and he puts it on the table and just slides it across you guys' woods, crossing upon wood. Only like the information on the clipboard is stuff he's reviewing as well, but it's just a bit more in detail. So yeah, lovely. Let me open up my. There it is. Her name is Vasati Renan. High elf. Hails from the provinces. Sunzig. Not surprising. Largest elven population in the homeland. She is a hostess, an attendant at a spa. He looks at he slides over the clipboard to look at it himself. The Omega Spa, that's what it is. He slides it back. Motto, you'll like this. Once you try our springs, you won't want any others. Charming, isn't it? Not that I've ever been there personally. Never have the time to. Alani looks up from the clipboard at him in like a chiding manner. Nor desire to.
Seems rather intelligent.
A spa. Yes, a spa.
What did you say her name was again?
Vasati Renan. Outside of him.
Should we have someone check to see if she's alive, considering the only thing we found of her was a strand of hair?
Not a strand of hair, a string made out of her hair.
My question still stands.
I can dispatch a courier if you wish. A runner. Or you're free to do so as well, obviously.
That would probably be wise.
Yes.
He gets up, he's like, grabs a piece of paper from your stationery, Bohan, begins writing on it on the table. I haven't heard of any murders as of late, though. So he like puts a dot period. So I imagine she'll still be alive. Murders are a very, very rare circumstance, after all.
Or in possession of a rather peculiar haircut.
Perhaps. He goes outside, uses one of the additional couriers, sends it out, comes back inside. We'll know momentarily. Courier will go to dispatch. Dispatch will go ring up someone, a man at arms on patrol. Man at arms on patrol will go by. Take a stop. And then our enkindler badges should alert us. Well, yours, not mine. I have her height, hair color, but I suppose I know the hair color, eye color, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, he sits back down, pours himself some coffee. You have your next interview, yes? Coming in hopefully soon.
Well, fingers crossed.
I mean, that'd be rather sad if a witness to character doesn't show up for you. That'd be rather sad.
It would be, yeah, rather lonely, I would think.
I was looking through the papers you gave me one last time. Miss Fear describes this Hilbrand Morley, thank you for getting me that, by the way, as an older gentleman. 60s, I believe she said.
Mm-hmm.
The Hilbrand I have on record is not that age.
Well, what age is he?
30s. Early to mid 30s.
Peculiar.
Oh. That's, Is it the correct one? You haven't gotten the last name wrong, or
There
maybe
are
she
no
got the
other-
last?
There are no other Hilbrands at all in the database.
It's weirdly enough for this investigation not the first time that an age discrepancy has existed.
That is true, yes.
And how
Just
long
like-
has this Hilbrand been in town?
Same
Same.
as Fancy, a month, maybe a week extra. Not enough to warrant large difference, though. But it seems that there is a pattern here, the discrepancy of age. But
Does he... Go on,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, go.
Does he, similarly to the Master Tef, does he similarly claim to have been staying for longer?
I'm afraid I do not know. I've never talked to him. No one's ever talked to him. Surveillance doesn't show anything. So
You
you'll have to
make a point of asking.
noted. Oh, I'll tell Carter to tell me directly what the inquiring on Miss Renan entails, so as to not disrupt your guys' interview. That being said, I doubt she's like dead or missing or something again. I just doesn't deal with that stuff. Can't imagine last time anyone died.
Can we actually recall a time when someone has died in the time we've been here?
In this district, Romeo's history.
The one time I think history has ever been rolled.
All of us are just Garth.
That's what I was trying to remember. I mean, there was a chance for history.
Oh, I mean,
Nat 2025.
The only list of crits entry we're gonna have for Fritz.
Well, I'm not making a list of crits for these characters.
Perfect. That's
I mean, I got a 0, so.
Yeah, you can't recall anyone ever getting killed here in this district.
Hmm.
Like other districts, yeah, but this district, nah. This district seems particularly clean. This district and the adjacent ones. And you think about it more and more, like, you don't think anyone's ever been killed. Ever. Any district. Because you guys know other districts, has been to other districts for whatever reasons, visiting people,
Yeah.
brawl, crossing lines and stuff like that. And every time you talk to other Enkindlers or men of arms there, and they're like, no one's ever died under our watch.
People have gotten scraps and fights and things, but never.
Scraps, fights, yeah, no one's ever been killed.
Does he remember anyone dying, period?
None.
I think for Fritz, it's just like a passive thought of just like, I wonder how many times somebody's been murdered, and then it just like slowly kind of like dawns on his face. It's like, there's something weird.
Something on your mind, young man?
Nothing of concern, I think. At least for
Well, the look in your face there said something different. Fancy sharing with the class?
How long have you guys been here, anyways?
Ages.
I don't know, a few years.
Okay.
Why?
Couple decades now.
Okay, that's a good reference. Can you remember a time when anyone was murdered in any of the districts?
I don't know. I try not to busy myself in memorizing these details. I'll roll for her. Now, the catch is, we already know what the answer is, but it's a matter of how confident she is in the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a history roll?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a situation of just busying yourself with the details. It's something that sticks out, typically.
And I like that it just goes lower, lower and lower. 25 down to 10.
The best part is like Bohan has like a +5 and he still rolled less. I just love it when
That's just how the dice shake.
They be rolling. Anyways.
I would say for the two people above 10, like, I don't know why I'm saying two people above 10. I'm one of those people. To you, Bohan, yeah, in your time serving, no one's ever been... You don't remember anyone dying, not in this district. But your memory isn't the best. That's why you delegate certain things to other people. Yeah. So, you can confirm it for this district, like as far as you were serving, which is in your own regard, ages.
I have been here a long time, and as far as I can recall, there has been no death, murder as such in this district. Now, bear in mind, I am a very old man, and my memory is not what it once was.
Oh, and he like gets a gentle smile on her face. Yes, you're old when I met you, and now you're still old. In fact, we've been serving quite a while, haven't we, together?
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a few years, has it not?
More than a few. You and I, we... At least a decade now, I suppose. Which means more for you than I, but... I have to agree with Bohan. I don't ever recall during our
How about
time
death
together
in general?
I'm afraid I
Yes,
can't confirm or deny it for other places. In all honesty, I don't think I've ever really left our district. In terms of work-related matters.
Yes, but I mean, the town's pretty quiet. It's civilized. It's not really that much of a surprise, is it?
True, but still,
Venian.
things aren't perfect.
Venian, you are much more ingrained in the bureaucratic side and analytical side of the Enkindler Force. Do you know? Can you add anything to this? He's like drinking his coffee. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What were you asking? I was lost in my thoughts. Don't need to laugh, Catherine. Do not need to laugh.
Apologies.
People need to relax.
If you want, you are free to do the continuation of any database searching, Catherine. Please, go on. It's not again, like, it ranges. It goes from like pleasant to like your body has like a visceral response. Not violent as it's like painful. It's more like you like fucking puke or something. Like, again, the more magical you are, the easier and smoother the process is. So for someone like you, Catherine, who's not magical at all, it's a 50-50.
Oh.
Yeah, I think with that unintentional reminder, I think I can't remember my character's name, Fritz. I think he's gonna actually like look through the database for just any deaths, like, period, in the last like decade at least.
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Hey, there it is. Boop ba da ba 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 ba. Charisma. I am proficient in those. Thank you, Bard. Can I use inspiration?
If you want.
Sure. I don't want a 12. Now watch as I get an 8. 17. Okay, I'll shut up.
17. You're looking through the database, and true to your guys' accounts in this district and adjacent districts, yeah, there's no deaths at all here, no murders, no nothing. But you do see occurrences of it in way further districts, because like I imagine that Traverse Town is basically like a giant, like, not a full circle, but damn near close to one that just spans for miles and miles and miles. And you guys are probably in like the center district. So as you like towards the rim, quote unquote, rim edge districts, like there are some cases that pop up.
Okay.
Very low, very low. Yeah. I will say, well, you guys already know what's up with this town as traversals, or as people playing traversals, so I won't need to go more into that than I need to.
Can Bowen take a quick second and just look through the database to see if you can find any trace of his son?
You've done this before. You've done this multiple times. You do it one more time. You do not find him.
Noted.
Weird question. Could Fritz try and find the information on the people that would have died and like try and find like more or less information on them and be like, hey, does this seem like legitimate or is it like falsified documents?
Sure.
Okay.
You look into, well, I'll say the most recent one as opposed to the closest one, but the most recent one, which happened about, like, I want to say 3 months ago. 3.5. Oh, Tango. Hi. Hi, buddy. I lifted my leg to just sort of stretch my, leg, like bending it like at the knee, and he just started attacking my foot.
Nope.
What up
You're not allowed to have legs.
Fuck you, little shit. Anyways, yeah, 3.5 months ago, it's a dwarf that was killed. Dwarf that was killed in a saboteur accident. So purposeful sabotage at his industrial workplace. Make me another charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
It's a lower DC this time.
Okay. Damn, I should have saved the inspiration.
Not so low for that. Take Eleni's inspiration.
Oh, sure.
I don't like hoarding inspirations on NPCs because I keep forgetting they have them.
That's a much better number.
Literally double. You see a suspect name, like the person arrested for this crime. You blink for a moment, and it goes from like a name. Carl Urbano, I don't know. Just kidding. I want to do Carl Urban dirty like that. He's fantastic, more or less. Yeah, Carl, but it's spelled with a K. Urbano. Another dwarf. Anyways, though, you see this name and you see it. Like you're sure you see it. You blink and then it just says question mark, question mark, question mark, and then you blink again. It's there again. It's like in Bioshock Infinite, the rifts that Elizabeth pulls shit through. That sort of like fuzzy, staticky thing. It's like that for a second, just flickering between the two quote unquote realities, and just eventually it settles with the name of Carl Urbano. But you notice like it's like you notice this discrepancy. There's an entire D&D sociology thing for like imagery or techniques in real life that you as a person in real life don't notice. This is in high correlation to something called a false hydra. I would throw one at you guys, but let me tell you, that's a bitch to run, so I'm not going to. At least that's what I'm going to tell you. But yeah, like it's sort of like that, like except you actually catch it. It's not something that slips underneath your radar, which is what Travis sounds damn capable of doing. This, you remember it. You recall that there is something that just happened right now. Reality is tearing at the fissures.
Yeah, I think.
Or at least the signs of it showing.
Yeah, I think he closes the little. I'm imagining it's a locket, like the little police badge kind of thing.
The database you had to get to tap into is in Ventec Industries over there. The badge is it's an actual badge, like a cop badge. But the thing is, you need to actually slot it into his equipment in order to actually use it. So that way, not everyone can just do it. And then from there, it's basically like you get AR'd into like this fucking database, like this digital, or my bad, spectral, spiritual archive. So you actually get to like look through stuff. Except time passes very differently. Not like super time dilation. It's more of a like every 3 seconds to 1.
Yeah, it's like watching a YouTube video, then looking at your clock and be like, "Oh, it's been 20 minutes."
Yeah. It's like passage of time goes by in an unexpected manner. Except you know to expect it, so whatever. But yeah, so you flicker out, grab your badge, put it back to where it is normally on your person, with this information in your head, as if you actually did read it at an actual archive.
Yeah. I think he just like has like a pondering look on his face, and is kind of rubbing his temple a little bit.
Well then, has the professor arrived yet?
Oh, right, yeah, that's probably important.
I believe that's him out there coming down right now. She like points out the window, and you guys could hear Carter shouting something, flagging him through.
Great, well, let's prep for the confusion now, shall we?
I'll be back in my abode.
Alright.
Make it really bright H. Boom.
It's your man.
True to Vedian surveillance efforts. I love saying the word surveillance. It just has like a nice insidious feel to it. Thanks to Vedian surveillance, it's like NSA efforts. Yeah, Hilbrant is a guy in his early to mid 30s. Very different from how Thea described him. Remember that haircut reference? Go take a peek at that. He has such a haircut that's sort of slicked back. I won't say long, but like mid-length for a guy. Mid-length hair. Unlike this sucker on the fucking picture there, he has facial hair. Thank you very much. Except it's not like a smooth, clean 5 o'clock shadow sort of facial hair, more so than that guy has. But it's actually like more on like beard. Not like a full big, survivalist mountain man beard. It's well kept.
So he looks exactly like me before I cut my hair.
He looks like you before you cut your hair, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So, anyways, Fred, you walk into the... No, it's okay.
So,
hello. I believe I was summoned.
Indeed.
He is I want to say a noble posture, but he definitely has like a cool, like sway to his walk. Like He's very purposeful and deliberate where he steps. Not in the not like a fancy footwork, like fighting style, like Fancy does, but it's more of a sense of like a field agent would. You're wary of traps.
You're quite young for a researcher, I must say.
Ah, he gestures to himself. What can I say? Knowledge has its own rewards, including tips on how to stay young looking.
Indeed.
I mean, no offense by this, but I can give you some. And when he just...
Bohan nods, like, yeah, that would be cool. As a young person, you certainly have a sense of style, no doubt. Please have a seat.
I was